Y'all, I'm back with a reaction, commentary reaction, all the same. This child here, we'll just get straight to it. This child here, Nicole, y'all know her as Nicole, of course. I know her as Nicole, of course not. Of course not. Nicole, of course not. Of course not. Girl. Nicole, girl. There's one thing to be a cook. Boy, why do it always wind up being a cooking reaction video here lately on YouTube that I'm noticing? But that Nicole, of course not. Not of course. I said it, of course not. You cannot cook, darling. If you can cook, let us see you do some cooking videos that prove that you can cook. Honey, you need somebody to cook for you. You need somebody to cook for you because obviously it looks like you don't know what you're doing. Are you listening? Are you listening, Nicole? Do you hear me? Are you listening to me? Listen clear, my dear. Listen clear. And I do know everybody don't know how to cook. But when it comes to somebody getting in the kitchen cooking a steak, and my God, a steak that looked like a darn roast. A steak that looked like it could be a roast beef. Could be a chunk of roast beef, a roast. When you were talking about going in the kitchen cooking something like that, girl, I think you need to be extra. You need to perform a little extra in the kitchen when it comes to cooking something like a roast. That looks like a roast. That big piece of steak you had steak, mashed potatoes with cheese, I think, and corn on the cob. You tried it, but you didn't exactly pull it off. You didn't exactly pull it off. Next time you decide to cook a steak, girl, at least go to YouTube. YouTube got all kind of cooking channels. I mean, I cook on my channel too. My husband cook, I cook. Yeah, get some pointers from some people. Or get you a cookbook or something. Anything but go in that kitchen with that big rump roast of a steak. That big rump roast of a steak and try to get in the kitchen and cook a steak. It did not look appetizing to me at all. I don't know about anybody else. I'm talking about me. It did not look appetizing to me. What it did to me, it made me nauseous on my stomach when I saw the steak. I'm not speaking of the mashed potatoes at all. I'm not speaking of the corn at all. That's a lane all to itself. That they're in a lane all to themselves. It's that big chunk, that big hump of what you call a steak that took over your whole plate.